Hi lovelies, and welcome back to another video. Hi guys, this is chapter 2 of the Becoming Her series. I hope you guys did have a good week, and thank you for liking and sharing this video. And I hope you guys are doing good and y'all are doing well, especially those who are doing CXC. We are almost coming to an end finally, and the graduates of class of 2025. But anyways, before we do anything else, make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment down below on the video so we can know how you feel about the video down in the comment.
Pussy under fire go and cool. Tell you why bad to bad, good. Rap, feel a pum pum. You have it tough, cocky up in your little chun chun. My cocky up in the beast, boom. I'ma suck off your breast for real. My girl take the steel.
So anyways, as I said previously in the clip before, this is chapter 2 of the Becoming Her series. So anyways, the name of chapter 2 today is going to be how to be confident. Alright, so number 1 is style. Wear clothes that you feel confident in and not just comfortable. So yeah, I think I said no, I didn't say anything about this before in the previous video, but I feel like, since we are coming to summer, I feel like this is the best time where we need to just be like, I need to really lock in. I need to be out there so I can just be the body that I am. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, I don't know, but y'all, I don't know about y'all, but I just feel to lock in, make sure I have everything I need to do, and just be ready for the summer, because I don't know if the summer's ready for me, but I know I'm ready for the summer and I'm going to be outside. Period. One way or another, I'm going to be outside this summer and I'm going to be wearing the best of the best clothes. So yeah, whether you're skinny, you're fat, wherever you be, wear something that you really want to wear and no matter about what anybody else have to tell you, because at the end of the day, your opinion is the only opinion that should matter to you. Tip number two is to know yourself. If you know who you are, nobody can tell you who you are. Write down your strengths and weaknesses. What you do after that is write down your weaknesses that you need to work on. So if you know you have a few weaknesses that you don't really like, that you want to fix upon, that you want to strengthen upon, you can go ahead and you can write it down. You can be like, okay, well, I can take these few steps to see how I can work on my weaknesses, just like how I have my strengths. Tip number 3 is to be your higher self. Right? How your higher self would act, and then act like her. Okay? So how would your higher self act? My higher self would act as though like I am beautiful, I am smart, I'm intelligent. I will not let anybody make me feel insecure. If somebody steps to me and wants to be disrespectful, I can simply ignore them and tell them to have a nice day and just walk away and be the bigger person, and to not waste my energy on negative things. That's how I know my higher self, my better self would act. I'm just giving you guys an example. But yeah. And before you make a decision, always think about what your higher self will do. So if you know you have a really, really big thing that you really need to be thinking about and you want to make a decision about, think what your higher self will do. Okay, well, would my higher self do this? Would my higher self do that? Just ask yourself those kind of questions. Tip number 4, your insecurities are just in your head. Nobody else cares what anybody else is doing, or do you? No, because everyone is dealing with their own stuff. Take advantage of the fact and just try to be more courageous and just be yourself. I feel like a lot of times our insecurities really do be in our head sometimes, and we feel like people are just judging us whenever we're in a room, because we just have this built up anxiety that not everybody's gonna like us, or they're gonna see this big pimple or your big nose, whatever it is that you don't like. A lot of the time, some of your insecurities are really the best things about you, but some people just don't see that, and that's totally okay. None of us are perfect, and that's totally fine. So if you know that you are like, you have these insecurities and you feel like everybody else can see them, trust me, a lot of the times people do not. But what I will say, you do have people who will be bullies and try to belittle you on them, but you just have to really ignore them and just be on your shit and just be on your grind and don't study nobody else, because girl, then they have their own issues. They just want to project onto you because they want you to feel bad about yourself, because they feel bad about themselves. So don't even bother about them. Tip number 5 is to get out of your comfort zone. If you want your life to be different, you have to try new things. Otherwise, don't expect a different outcome or result. Okay, so if you know that you've been wanting to do something for a while, like, you know, maybe try a new job, career, or you want to do whatever you want to be doing. You really, sometimes to get to the places that we want to be, we have to be in an uncomfortable position to get where we want to be. And sometimes you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I know it sounds, that's easier said than done, but you can do it. You just have to really believe in yourself. A lot of the times we don't push ourselves enough to be in places that we should be. A lot of the times I realize that too. Like sometimes I'm just like, you know, I can actually do this. Like I can do this, but it's just like I need to push myself because nobody else is going to be doing it for you. Everybody else is doing whatever everybody else want to do. You need to be focusing on yourself and on your grind because, girl, everybody else going to be all over the place and do whatever they do. You need to be doing your shit. Also, try new things that you never did before but wanted to do. And I also said this before in chapter 1 where I said to try to learn new things. This is also kind of like that. So if you want to do something new, maybe Pilates or learn how to cook or I don't know, whatever you want to do that you feel like you've been wanting to do for a while, just do it and just don't give a shit, okay? Like really and truly, just don't be even giving a shit because at the end of the day gotta end. Tip number 6, you know you want to change your look, change it. And what I mean by that is if you know you want to like have an hourglass body or you want to be thick or you just don't, or you want to be skinny, whatever it is that you want to be, whatever body type you want, you have to go and get it. And a lot of the times, most of the time, we can get ourselves in a position, but because we be so lazy and we be so unmotivated, and you don't even really need the motivation. It's all about discipline. Like I told y'all this before when I said you need discipline. If you don't know discipline, how do you expect to get the body that you want? And yes, motivation does kind of help, but sometimes it doesn't always work because, girl, you can still be motivated, but you still won't move and get on your grind. So if you know you want to change your body, if you know you want to be skinny, girl, go ahead to the gym, eat healthy, make sure you're drinking your water, have a little smoothie once in a while, cut down on the junk food. If you know you want to be thick, have some of them too. Come on now, y'all. This is 2025 and I feel like a lot of times we need to be accountable to our own selves when it comes to certain things that we wish that we could change in our life. So if you know you want to get yourself in a position where it's just like, okay, I want to make sure I'm in good financial reason, wherever it is. I want to look this kind of way. I'm not saying you should change it. And also, if you don't want to change yourself, don't do it because somebody else is telling you to change yourself. Do it because you want to change it for yourself. And also make sure you're doing it because you want to. You know what I'm saying? I hope we all are doing it. Don't be changing yourself for nobody. Because nobody will change themselves for you. Right? So, yeah. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Let me know how you feel about the video down in the comments. And I will see you guys next week for chapter 3 of the Becoming Her series. And I love you guys so much. See you later.